Sango. Olúrẹ̀mú ààrẹ kújayé. Sango. Olúrẹ̀mú ààrẹ kújayé. Àkótágìrì ọkùnrin. Ajélílé apalélé akúwẹ́rí. Àrìngìyàgìyà wọjà. Olówó orí ọ̀yà ọba kòso. Olówó orí ọ̀yà ọba kòso. Ṣàngó. Olúrẹ̀mú ààrẹ kújayé. Ṣàngó. Olúrẹ̀mú ààrẹ kújayé. Àkótágìrì ọkùnrin. Ajélílé afalélé akúwẹ́rí. Àrìngìyàgìyà wọjà. Olówó orí ọ̀yà ọba kòso. Olówó orí ọ̀yà ọba kòso. Bàbá wa nánà ọkú oríire. Bàbá wa nánà ọkú oríire.
Long time ago, around 15th century, the old Oyo Empire of the Yorubas was faced with crises and wars. A bitter feud ensued between the king of Oyo, Alaafin Ajaka, who was of peaceful disposition, and his cousin, the Olowu of Owu, who wants to be king. The Olowu's army was led by a very powerful army commander, Balogun, the warlord of the Owus, who struck terror and fear into the hearts and minds of his opponents. Oyo's warriors were led by two powerful war generals, Eli, the strong medicine man, and Owode, the archer. But on this day, Alaafin Ajaka's army was soundly defeated and were in retreat back to Oyo.
Olúọdẹ, the battle is lost. We return to Oyo.
Alaafin Ajaka ojú ogun lè o.
One month they've been gone. Yet, no news.
Ominous Kabiesi. Listen to that drum message. The battle is lost. The town is in panic.
The Olowu, savoring his victory, insists that Alaafin Ajaka be brought to his palace in Owu and be held there in captivity until tributes are paid. Otherwise, the Alaafin would die. The Olowu sends the Balogun to Oyo to effect the capture and imminent disgrace of Alaafin Ajaka.
We are sent by the Olowu to bring Alaafin Ajaka to Owu, dead or alive. Peace, peace.
Your warriors attacked us
To prevent you from entering Oyo? Yes. Now, we do not know why the Olowu is now seeking the head of our king.
What?
Neither do we. Our orders were to bring Alaafin Ajaka to Owu alive, if possible. Otherwise,
Very well.
what is it?
The bastard took advantage of my peaceful disposition, seized many of my wives and livestock, pillaged my villages, my peaceful villages. He is a hothead. He may attack my town and kill innocent people. That I do not want. Basharun shall take charge of the town in my absence.
Adaki and Samu, they will come with you.
Very well. Where is my Ellery? Where is my Olwade? Where are they?
You come, or we force you.
No, Kabiyesi! You can't do this! Kabiyesi, you can't do this to your people!
I shall be back.
cannot spare a king who failed to accept my supremacy over his kingdom. I demanded annual tributes. Tributes! He refused. Couldn't you, his advisors, have prevailed upon him to honor my request? I mean...
An elephant's pool is a maroon at home.
Yes!
Kabiyesi in Oyo do not and cannot accept your supremacy over our fast expanding kingdom.
Yes! Ajaka is a weakling who would easily allow the Fulani from the north make inroad into Yoruba country through his fast expanding kingdom. It is either he becomes subservient to me and I teach him how to rule, or he vacates the throne. Otherwise, he dies in 2 weeks during New Yam Festival. Go! I have some other things to attend to.
Kábíyèsí o, olóòmí ọkọ mi Àjàká, ẹni obìnrin kò lọ́nà tó búkúrú sẹ́kún, ó ní bírò èyí ọjọ́ kọ ẹni a sì jálẹ̀ ẹni. He wants the tiger to become the dog's treasurer.
Can you imagine that, Kabisi? Èèwọ̀. Kabisi. Káwa múru ẹkùn ká fi lájà lọ́wọ́. Never. Whatever happens in Oyo is in vogue everywhere. Yes. No true Oyoban can be subservient to anyone. Never.
We shall go back to Oyo and consult the oracle as to the next line of action to take. But we still believe there is wisdom in negotiation.
There is, Kabisi.
Kabisi, the Oyo High Chiefs, known as the Oyomesi, after consulting Ifa, the oracle, are directed to seek the help of Alaafin Ajaka's younger brother, Sango, Prince of Oyo, as well as Nupe. At the time, Prince Sango was living amongst the Takpa of Nupe land. Prince Sango's grandfather was the Elenpe, ruler of Nupe, his mother's people. Now, Prince Sango was a warrior, master of illusion, a magician. He had inherited some of his powers from his father, the powerful Awamiyan, the youngest of the grandchildren of Oduduwa, father of the Yorubas. Samu and Agbaaki, 2 Oyo High Chiefs and members of the Oyomesi, were dispatched to Nupe to seek Prince Sango's help.
Seems to have changed since the last time I came visiting. I learned they have relocated the palace.
So I heard.
Good morning, my young lady.
Good morning to you, Baba.
Could you please give us directions to the new palace?
Simple. Bust out of the market, turn left and look straight. There you will find the new palace. You can't miss it.
Thank you.
Why are you staring curiously at me? Did I rub pieces on my body or I smell so badly?
Not in the least. We were wondering if we could be honored with your name in case we meet you again.
You are going to the palace. Not so.
That's right.
Go well.
What a terrible thing to happen to our husband's senior brother.
Alaafin Ajaka and Olowu grew from the same tree. Why can't they be brothers at peace?
A very good day to the beautiful ones bestowed on Sango.
You are welcome to Nupeland.
Thank you, Oba. Thank you, Osun.
We hope you are not too tired from your long trek.
Not too tired, Oba. How fares Kabiesi and our son, your husband?
Yes. Elenkwe fares well. And Sango is busy in the palace courtyard with his servants.
How about the children?
They are all inside the palace. And we heard about the terrible thing that happened to Sango's senior brother. We are laughing at Ajaka. It pained us greatly.
That's why we have come to seek audience with Sango.
Yes.
Osun, go and announce them to Sango. You may sit down, please.
Thank you.
The town has changed dramatically. We met a pretty woman who gave us directions along the way.
She seems a strange lady, I must say.
A lot of strange people frequent this town.
Ekujoko, Baba. Sango says I should take you to the king. He will join you this soon.
Baba. Welcome, Kabe. You're welcome. My king. You're welcome. Welcome. Good day. You're welcome.
Rise and sit down. It was sad, wasn't it? Very sad.
The Olowu threatens to sacrifice Alaafin Ajaka to the god of harvest. Can you imagine it?
No matter how mad the dog, he still respects its owner. He dare not kill him.
Yes. You should have sent for me to deal ruthlessly with that hothead bastard. He turned a deaf ear to our pleadings for the release of your senior brother. So we consulted the oracle, and the oracle says it is your task, Sango.
Where was Iliri? Where was Oluwade when all that happened?
The masquerade dances well, Sango. Its voluminous costumes blurs its fine movement.
Yes.
Oluwade and Iliri warriors showed courage. But we warriors were too many for our army. Too many.
Excuse me.
Prince Sango goes to consult Ifa, the oracle, on how best he can rescue his brother, Alaafin Ajaka, held in captivity at the Olowu's palace in Owu.
Sango, Omelengbe, Sango,
hope nothing.
I have been asked to go to seek the release of my senior brother, Alaafin Ajaka. Sango, for what kind of Africa meta?
Touch the ground and your chest 3 times. It is the water bailer that wrecks the home of the fish. It is the one who clears the savannah that wrecks the home of the bushfowl. Is it not the hunting palm grub that stores water in its body? Alaafin Ajaka will live. You have to hurry and go to Owu. You will have to sacrifice a basket full of grains to the gods.
It shall be done right away.
Prince Sango's powers were also acquired from his love for experiments. He was an African scientist. Prince Sango had obtained the knowledge of how to produce fireballs from the thunder celt known as Edwara.
This is not wisdom, but supernatural power. Watch it. You'll meet me no soon enough. That's all right.
When Sango embarks on his journey to Owu to seek the release of his senior brother, Alaafin Ajaka, his journey takes just a matter of seconds with the use of Kanoko, a special power that shortens journeys.
I rise.
Kabiyesi. Long may you reign. Ducks always bring up the rear of their ducklings. May your subjects never desist from following you. The rooster always leads our chicks. May you always lead your subjects to the path of reasoning.
Rise. Don't tell me you've come to plead your brother's release. I gave a condition, while he still remains stubborn.
Is he alive and well?
Very much. Perhaps, if you persuade him to accept my supremacy over his kingdom and his people, he may regain his freedom.
To no person, no matter how powerful, should the Alaafin sell his soul. To no king, no matter how powerful, should we, Oyo, mortgage our conscience nor pawn our thought.
A fowl who attempts to put out a fire that burned a tortoise will only add to the glow of that fire when his feather catches it. Perhaps you want to join your brother in his captivity.
I will not join him. And you must accept the word of my mouth as the animals do respect the lion. You, as Ajaka's cousin, must show love. As a fellow monarch, you must show understanding. Name your prize. I, Shango, am prepared to ransom him.
Very well, then. For some years now, he refused to pay tribute to me. New Yam Festival is a few days away. Before then, I want in my palace 50 heads of yams, 2
2 calabash kegs of red palm oil. Yes. 2 horses. And a he-goat. Failing which he died.
What is her? I say, what is her?
Kabiyesi, you are asking for the impossible. Impossible! Young man, you have overstayed your welcome. Good day. Don't be angry with me, Kabiyesi. Well, a man who has no meat in his stew pot needs not pepper's yam. All that you requested for, I already brought with me. Very well. My court yard is large enough to accommodate whatever you have brought. God bless you. Follow me. God bless you. We are ready. Beautiful horses. Where were your people who brought them? They must be entertained. They returned as the king. Kabiyesi. Not good enough. However, Balogun.
Kabiyesi.
Release Ajaka to him at dawn.
Ojú ogun lè o fẹ́yẹ Aláàfin Àjàká ojú ogun lè o fẹ́yẹ.
Ṣàngóyàgó Kábíyèsí àgbákí Kábíyèsí gbogbo òrùlé Kábíyèsí o àmì ìṣàmù Kábíyèsí o àdàbà ilẹ̀ Kábíyèsí.
I thank you. I thank you. And you must thank Shango for me. I need no credit, Kabiyesi.
We shall take you to Igbodo, Kabiyesi. Yes. Where arrangements have been made for your comfort.
My mission is accomplished. Now I may leave you.
And so, Aláàfin Àjàká goes into exile, while Prince Shango returns to Nupe, the land of his late mother, Torosi, daughter of the Elenque of Nupe. Unknowingly to Prince Shango, greater tasks lay before him.
Èrò ajé ẹkú àbọ̀ ẹ̀yìn Olódùmarè.
On his return from rescuing exiled Alaafin Ajaka, his senior brother, from the Olowu of Owu's clutches, Prince Shango goes to the market. There he sights a very mysterious lady.
Excuse me, young lady. I am Prince Shango, son of Amin, great-grandson of Ududua, the founder and ancestor of the Yoruba race. My grandfather is a leper, the ruler of this kingdom. Yes, that's me, a prince. Grant me the honor to speak with you.
How are you, Prince?
You are beautiful.
And how do you assess beauty?
Do you live in these parts? I want to make acquaintance with you.
You?
Please, do not deflate my self-esteem. I hate it. Return to the palace.
Prince Shango follows the mysterious lady from the market to her place of abode in the forest.
Iwájú ọpọ́n gbọ́ ẹ̀yìn ọpọ́n gbọ́ olóhùn lọ́tún ọlọ́tùnrán ló sì àárín ọpọ́n níta ọ̀hún bó bá ti rí ní owí mọ́ fi bí péré mọ́ fòlòlò fọ́hùn wà lóògèrè ta.
When Alaafin Ajaka goes on exile, Old Oyo is left without a king. The kingmakers, the Oyomesi, consult Ifa. the oracle as to whether Aláàfin Àjàká should be called back or a new Aláàfin be installed.
Wọ́n ní wọ́n rọ́bà re, wọ́n lọ rè ké sáwọn ọmọdé re, àwọn ọmọ orin re, ọmọ rìn àròkò rìn lẹ́sẹ̀ méjèèjì o. Ìjàká kó wọn rọ̀ ọ́lẹ̀ tán, ọmọ wọlé dé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ olóhùn. Èrìgì àlọ́ fábà wà túlẹ̀ yìí ṣe. Fábà wà túlẹ̀ yìí ṣe. Èrìgì àlọ́ fábà wà túlẹ̀ yìí ṣe o. My chiefs, Ifa says that the only one to become our new king is not living very close to Oyo. He's living far away. Who it is, I cannot tell. Which of the princes dwell outside of this kingdom?
I can only think of Prince Shango. Yes. Ask the oracle if he is the right one.
You have them, Ifa. Ifa, you have them. Open my eyes and let me see the positive side of things. Ọ̀yẹ̀ hín ọ̀yẹ̀ fún adé afọlọ́yẹ gèlè ọmọ oríire retí ru bí ọ̀sẹ̀ òfulẹ̀fulẹ̀ orí olóyè ń ru òfulẹ̀fulẹ̀. Ifa says it is Shango.
Confirmed?
Ifa, do you confirm Shango be put in place of Ajaka, who is now in exile?
Ifa has made the right choice. Besides, Shango saved Aláàfin Àjàká from the throes of death.
Yes. And for that singular act of his, is most suitable for the exalted throne of his father.
Yes.
You must locate him, Basoro, and bring him back to Oyo. But do not warn him he is going to be crowned. Just tell him the chiefs here would appreciate his presence.
Ìfàgbà yìí tá a ṣe àríyá, ìfàgbà yòógbàjò àríyá. Ìfàgbà yìí tá a ṣe àríyá, ìfàgbà yòógbàjò àríyá. Àríyá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àríyá, àríyá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àríyá, àríyá gbà yòógbàjò.
Long may you live.
Leaders of the women folk. I'm sure you must be dying for news.
Of course, yes.
Shango is the one that the oracle chose.
The oracle has spoken well. Don't you think so, Maoto?
A very good choice, I must say.
Èmi la ò ní yọ̀ sí láti bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ rí. Èmi la ò ní yọ̀ sí. Èmi la ò ní yọ̀ sí. Èmi la ò ní yọ̀ sí. Láti bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ rí. Èmi la ò ní yọ̀ sí. Èmi la ò ní yọ̀ sí. Láti bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ rí.
We like you are here to elect a new king.
Yes, a very good choice too. Shango will be a new king.
With Aláàfin Àjàká still alive and well, even in exile.
Àjàká has failed us. He gave in too cheaply to Olowu. We will not allow a weakling to be our king.
Never again, never.
It's an abominable precedent you are setting, Basho. And posterity will not forgive all of you. And mind you, Àjàká will return to Oyo and reclaim his throne.
not been yourself of late, and we do not know why. Did we offend you or we failed in our duty as housewives?
Nothing like that. But there's a time for merriment and another sober reflection.
Sober reflection on what? Ruler of our existence.
I have somewhere to go now. Maybe when I come back, I'll have good news for you.
You see that woman over there? Yes. That's the strange young lady I spoke to you about. Isn't she pretty?
You'd like to take her for a wife?
Already I have more than I can cope with.
Retract that curse, I said.
I retract the curse. But please surrender my skin, and I shall reward you greatly. Without it, I am powerless. Without it, I am open, vulnerable.
Accept the words of my mouth and put on your dress. Put on your dress.
That's it in your sack. Surrender it and I promise you as many animals as you may wish to have in life. Please, Sango.
Put on your dress. Put it on, I command you. What is your human name?
They call me Oya.
Ọjọ́ ọmọdé bá darí kápá lápapá. Ọjọ́ ọmọdé bá darí kan lóko ònírókò òkò. Ọjọ́ ọmọdé bá darí kan rúkù. Làárọ̀ òkú ẹ̀ wálé. The day the biker plays with death is the day the hunter brings her home. Oya, follow me home and become my bride.
Only if you promise to return my skin.
I do not promise.
Promise, then you make it a guarded secret.
I promise. Only if you remain faithful and loyal to me.
I promise.
Àwọn jìnnà lọ́wọ́
Oya becomes Shango's third wife, and he introduces her to Oba and Oshun, his two senior wives who are pounding yam.
Greet them. This is my new bride. Treat her with love and respect, and you will not incur my wrath.
Samuel and Bashorun came from Oyo. The kingmakers would appreciate your urgent attention.
They left?
After waiting for hours. You did not tell us your whereabouts, did you?
I go to Oyo.
Right. You are welcome. What are you called?
Oh yeah.
Haven't I seen you before?
Probably.
Come.
No wonder he's been moody lately. He's not sick.
Has she no home? No family? Or when was the bride price paid without her knowledge?
Good question.
Ìjọba lónìí o, ó wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ ó yẹ o. Akẹsẹ̀ ní jẹláwùjọ òwú, tológo sẹsẹ̀ ní sẹláwùjọ àwọn igi. Tètè bábá lẹ̀ sọ lẹ̀ gbọ́, ó yẹ o. Àmọ́ ó yẹ jẹ.
On the recommendation of Ifa the Oracle, Prince Shango is installed on the exalted throne of his forefathers as the fourth Alaafin of Oyo. Shango assumes the Alaafin's throne after the Oyomesi send Alaafin Ajaka into exile for being weak.
Ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ láti bàbá mi o, Aláàfin Ṣàngó mo bá rí òbí mi dé o, Aláàfin Ṣàngó bí mo bá rí ẹlẹ́yìn mi mo lè gbé gúnlójú, bí mo bá lẹ́yìn ọlẹ́yìn mi mo lè sọ̀kò lọ́ba, Aláàfin Ṣàngó ẹni bá tó. Ìrójú jẹgbẹ́ obì, àjẹ́ kì í rójú jẹgbẹ́ orógbó, ọmọdé kékeré wo rójú jẹgbẹ́ ewé afọ́fọ́rò ọ̀tá rẹ̀ ò ní rójú ṣayé. Bẹ́ẹ̀yàn bá gbé o má ṣe tí ó bá wù ú. Ọ̀tá rẹ̀ ò ní rójú ṣayé.
Aláàfin Ṣàngó, ikú bàbá yèyé, aláṣẹ èkejì òrìṣà, death the father, death the mother, commander, second to the gods. May you reign long. Ashe. May those who wish your quick end never know peace. Ashe. All the women are solidly behind you. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Kábíyèsí o, kábíyèsí o, kábíyèsí o.
I thank you all for this open support, which I have no doubt I shall enjoy throughout my reign. Since the tiger is never taught how to walk, I am not unaware of the needs of this kingdom, which is peace and tranquility. The time for deep slumber is over. If we desire peace, we must not fold our arms and allow some renegades plunder our farms and villages. We must fight them, and cruelly too. Only the Almighty gives life. But I promise you life more abundant. If I give to one, I shall give to the other. We shall all be equal before the law. And if any kingdom, no matter how powerful, threatens the sanctity of Oyo, that kingdom will be ruthlessly dealt with.
At his coronation, Aláàfin Ṣàngó demonstrates his magical powers to his subjects. Tamodu had been set to assassinate Aláàfin Ṣàngó with a bow and arrow.
Thank you, my people. Thank you.
Aláàfin Ṣàngó's first royal act was to eliminate Tamodu with a firebolt. The Olowu, feeling slighted for not being invited to Aláàfin Ṣàngó's coronation, calls for Aláàfin Ṣàngó's apology in form of tribute.
Did I hear you right? Ṣàngó became king without my consent? He is firmly on his throne, Kabisi. I did not think it wise to invite me to his coronation. The upstart! Send messengers to Oyo. Yes. Tell him of my discontent. I want tributes from him. Otherwise, I shall extend my territory as far as his palace and take over his wives and children as I did to his predecessor.
Beautiful hairstyle you've got here.
You like it?
More than anything else. And I would like to adopt it for you.
Shall I plait your hair then?
Go ahead. This same style.
Aláàfin Ṣàngó was so much in love with Oya that he wished to adopt her hairstyle, Shuku. He allowed her to plait his hair, but it was an abomination for anyone to touch the head of an Aláàfin of Oyo. This angered Oba and Oshun, his senior wives.
Your food, Kabiyesi.
Are you blind? Can't you see I'm busy? Get out!
Did Kabiyesi not eat his food? Also, you want to bury.
It's better to move out with the food. Yalim, you need to see what Oya was doing to his head.
She was touching Kabiyesi's head.
What's more touching? Plenty.
Told me another lie.
It is the truth.
ọbẹ̀ ọlọ́wẹ̀ ó wá torí atẹ́gùn o àbíwá pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́. ọ̀yà òrìrí ọ̀yà fúnṣọ̀gbọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀yà òrìrí ọ̀yà fúnṣọ̀gbọ́n jẹ́ o ọ̀yà lóró jẹ́ fojú di ṣọ̀gbọ́n lóde. olóyè báwo lọ́mọ ràbà olóyè báwo lẹ́mọ ràbà olóyè báwo lẹ́mọ ràbà.
I have 2 foreign visitors.
Babesio. 2 messengers from Owu.
Tell Eliri and Oluwode to attend to them.
They are with them already, Kabisi.
I shall join them soon enough.
My head. From now on, my new look. Oil's craft. Now, people from Owu, what brings you to my domain?
Kabiyesi, the Olowu expresses discontent at your coronation without his consent.
Who does he think he is? That I must seek his permission to be king.
He expects tributes from you. Otherwise, what happened to your predecessor will be your lot.
It is still fresh in our memory how he disgraced my predecessor.
Yes.
Or does he think the Pharaoh will forgive him who deprived our tale during the wet season? Tell him that I am not his subject. Neither is anyone in my kingdom.
You mean I should take that back?
Oh no!
Take that back.
Oh no! Oh no!
You can have 10 or more heads for every Oyo citizen killed or maimed in battle.
Yes.
Go.
That is an invitation to war, Very bad.
With all due respect, Kabiyesi, with all due respect, allow Omira to go and spy out on their activities and report back to us. Surprise attack may be disastrous.
Very soon.
So be it. I rise. I am planning on moving the seat of this government to end incessant harassment by my cousins and enemies. This month I have asked my chiefs to think about.
Wouldn't that be cowardice? Running away from your ancestral home.
I, a coward?
Kabiyesi.
When a house is getting too small and too hot for the family head abandons it for a bigger and cooler building.
And where do you intend to relocate?
The oracle advised me last night to move to Oyokoro.
Oyokoro? They are our enemies.
There, the oracle